Alright, we're going to start here. Does everybody remember what happened from last week?
I failed to get samples.
You guys have, yes. So you're kind of still in Baldur's Gate, right? You're trying to get out of Baldur's Gate because of these crystalline vines, right? You went to try to investigate the largest of the crystalline vines, right? And you only determined a few things from it, not much. And you had battled some of these creatures that were popping up from the ground that were basically from this larger vine. And you were fighting these blight creatures, right? These blight vines.
Yeah.
And you'd kill them all off, and then more would sprout from the ground. And you'd kill those off, and more would sprout from the ground. And you determined that it was a losing battle. And that's when you went and headed towards the large crystalline vine, investigated that. That was because of Roach's scientific mind took over and wanted to investigate this vine a little bit, right? Once surpassing any danger, anything like that, got to find out. Got to find the science, the science behind it all. Determining there was not much you could do or much about this vine, you took off finally towards the docks. Once you arrived at the lower city docks, you were met with about 60 citizens of Baldur's Gate being held back by a man and a few of his lackeys. There was a half a dozen, which is where they all were wearing black armor. They weren't allowing anybody onto the ships or to escape on the docks. They were loading up the ship themselves. Somebody, I believe it was Lycan, decided to, because they were pushing them back and beating them back, right, with the clubs and stuff, right? They were beating the crowd back. And somebody stepped out of the crowd, right? And that somebody her name was Elena Sartell, which you remember speaking briefly to her outside of the tavern, of the Three Old Kegs Tavern in Baldur's Gate. Remember when you ran out after the whole tremors started and everything? And she said, she told you to get down to the docks. She has a ship, and if you want to escape this, come down to the docks, basically, right? So that's who stepped out of the crowd, was Elena Sartell. Everybody should have her in her journal, right?
Yeah.
And with that, she's saying, help me get to my ship, basically, right? And so with that, I believe Lycan threw a fireball onto the dock near these thugs, right? And this leader of the thugs, and which you found out from Elena, that the leader of these thugs was a man named Travius, and there were 10 thugs. And so that's where we've left off, in the middle of this combat between you 6 and Travius and his gang of thugs. Questions, comments, or concerns before we move on?
Mm-mm.
All right, let's get us back into our battle.
Bring your torch over here! I think I see someone.
Do you see them?
All right, let's check our turn order. And we left off with Puddle's turn at the end of this. Why is Puddle so big?
I enlarged them.
That's right. I forgot. I mean, the token's that big because you enlarged her. That's right. I thought maybe we'll roll
And
20.
I consumed the body.
Row 20, yes, row 20 was acting up, but then I had just remembered right when you said that.
You go this way, we'll go the other
I
way.
was like, oh yeah, that's right. All right. So Puddle,
Bring your torch over here. I think
it
I
is
see
your
someone.
turn. There is
Okay.
several thugs left, but you guys had ended up killing Travis. He's
And I
dead.
consumed his body.
You consumed his body. It's floating around in your jello mess. Okay.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna hit this guy with my spear.
Which guy?
Oh, that guy.
Okay. All right. 17 is a hit.
You go this way, we'll go the other way.
You thrust into him, stabbing him for 9 points of damage.
11. I'm raging.
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
Yep, you are. My token marks on this. So 11 points of damage. Okay. What do? You gonna stay right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit here.
Bananas.
Okay. Bananas is gonna bend his little knees. He's gonna take a big jump to the air. He's gonna glide over this is the oil spill that I think Roach caused. And he's going to land gracefully right behind this guy and swing his rapier at his ankles.
When you went up in the air like that, the crowd cheered as you glided down. 27's a hit with a crit. Jeez. Good rolls.
Bananas. Yeah. I don't have a... No, I don't. I thought I had...
I forgot I had a second attack. Oh well.
And I get my sneak attack.
Alright, tell us how he perished.
Bananas lands behind him and one swoop just slashes at his Achilles tendons, starts to fall, sticks his sword right back of his neck as he falls.
Okay.
Bananas is going to disengage over to here as his bonus action. All of that happened in 10 seconds. Just
right. Very impressive. Alright, so now it is the thug's turn to go. This one here will swing at
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
Puddles.
Do you see them? Look at the beat. Maybe there's a building. Let's go look.
Load up here. One moment. There it goes. He swings his mace at you violently.
No, the first one hits.
Yep, so you're raging, so you take half damage, obviously, for bludgeoning. Makes contact with your jellyless body.
I think I see someone.
Shakes and shimmers.
Do you see them?
These two here, both will fire their crossbows, one at Bananas.
Maybe there's a
Oh.
building. Let's go look. You go this way, we'll go the other way.
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
Bring your your torch over here. I think I see someone. Do you see them? Look at me.
Alright, first one's going to be fired at Bananas. Missing you completely. The second one's going to fire also at Bananas.
Oh,
You go this way, we'll go the other way.
So the 19 hits you and he goes, that's what you get. That's what you get for flying around like a trapeze artist.
Bananas is just gonna angrily just point, seething.
All
What did it
right.
do? Six damage?
6 points of piercing damage as the bolt flies into you, surpassing past your armor and doing 6 points of damage. Dan!
Alright, so this battle fury that Din's been experiencing, he starts to come to his senses a little bit and goes, "Oi, that was fun." Then he comes up behind Puddles and casts Lay on Hands for and heals for 15.
Bring your torch over
Okay,
here. I
so
think
you've
I
been
see
healed for
someone.
15 points of healing. Puddle.
Got it.
Alright. And then I'm gonna come around here next to Banana and that'll end my turn.
Okay.
Do you see them?
Elena's gonna move. Okay, this guy right
Torch
here.
over here. I think I see
Elena's
someone.
going to swing.
Do you see them? Look at the building. Let's go look.
Swings
Wow, nice
3
roll.
times at this guy here.
You go this way, we'll go the other way.
And
Torch over here.
the last
I think I
one, the
see
dagger
someone.
goes right into his throat. Pulls it out, blood is pouring out. He tries grabbing it. As he drops the crossbow and he just falls to the ground, slumps to the ground dead. She says, "That'll teach you.
Bring your torch over
Trying
here.
to keep me
I think I
from
see
my
someone.
ship." All right, Lycan.
All right. I'm gonna firebolt that guy.
Look at the building. Let's go look.
Which one? The guy by Puddles or this guy here
Yeah,
by
right
Puddle?
here. Yep.
Okay. 23's a hit. Roll your damage. 3 points of fire damage. Catches on fire for a second. He pats himself out, but he takes some damage from it. Is that it, Lycan?
That's all I got.
Roach.
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move just a bit down that way and do the same thing. Firebolt. Same guy.
Okay. Firebolt flies from your fingers, hitting him. Tell us how he died.
Just rush forward and
The other way.
point with my little contraption, and he bursts into flames inside of his armor where he can't put it out.
He's running around screaming, "Ah! Ah!" Flames are coming out from underneath his armor. Ah! He just collapses down to the ground. Roach, you got movement left.
Bring your torch
Yeah, I'm
I think I see someone.
take the rest of my movement to get closer to the rest of the party.
Okay.
I'll probably actually back here so I don't get in the way of the giant blob.
All right. Speaking of the giant blob, it is now your turn, Puddle.
Okay.
Building. Let's go look.
2 questions. Does being enlarged affect my walking speed?
Increases it by 5 feet, I think. Let me check.
You go
I
this
believe
way,
you're correct
we'll go
on
the
that.
other way.
And 2, does my walking speed get infected by the encumbered?
Well, you shouldn't be over encumbered.
Bring your torch over here.
Oh, it's saying I am on the.
Yeah, don't.
Oh,
Careful.
is it the weight of the guy you're carrying?
Your sheet doesn't matter right now because you. Yeah.
Your sheet
Okay.
doesn't account for you being
Yeah.
large.
Oh, okay. Got it. So I have 45 movement. Got it.
Yeah, you could carry around 8 of those guys before being encumbered.
Okay. I am going to
You go this way.
run right here, and I'm going to stab this guy twice.
Bring your torch over here.
Because I forgot I have a second attack. Okay, first attack. Does the 12 hit?
Do you see them?
It does.
Okay.
Bring your torch over here.
Okay.
I think I
11
see
points
someone.
damage as you thrust into him. Plus your rage.
That would be 13.
Yep. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
My second attack.
13 also hits.
No, that didn't do as much. So it's 7.
Yep.
You go this way, we'll go
All right.
the other way.
Anything else, Puddle?
Bring your torch over here. I think
No, I don't want to get closer to the water. I think I had like 5 feet left.
All right. Bananas.
Alright. Well, just because that guy said something to him, Bananas he doesn't really need to glide, but he's just going to do it anyway. He's going to hop. He's going to glide just like right to there. He's going to attack him with his rapier.
Crowd screams again.
Yeah. Just showing off.
All right. You
What?
Nice.
Wow.
Hold on. Is there something... How did that...
pretty nice
Okay.
so far. You'd like you
All
to be
right.
nice tonight.
I guess so.
Like
Won't
I
last.
said, dice god.
Whoa!
He's dead.
Damn.
Is this right?
Yeah. Tell us how he died.
Bananas glides towards him and he like drops on him like Assassin's Creed and just like stabs him in the throat, hops off of him. Like, whoa! And hops off with the sword. Okay.
How'd you get the dice gods in your favor tonight?
I don't know. Don't know.
bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
All right.
Okay, I guess, can we check for loot?
I mean, I have an entire corpse in my body right now.
Yeah. If you'd like to check for loot, you're welcome to. That's
Okay.
it.
What's the roll?
We'll go the other way.
There's not a particular role unless you're
Bring your
looking
torch
for
over
something
here. I
specifically.
think I see someone.
Okay.
How much longer am I enlarged for?
Another 60 seconds? No, another 6 rounds. Less than 60 seconds.
No, I'm just visually just kind of taking stock and seeing if there's anything that looks interesting. So nothing specific I'm looking for.
All right. So on the
Okay.
thugs themselves, let's see.
Maybe they're in the building. Let's go look. You go this way, we'll go the other way.
All right. So the thugs themselves, they are carrying a mace and a heavy crossbow, along with
Bring your torch over
some
here.
leather
I think I see
armor
someone.
they're wearing. That is all that's on the thugs.
Do you see them?
On the leader of this band of thugs and hoodlums, Fabius was.
Let's go look.
Let's see here.
You go this way, we'll go the other way.
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
Alright, so he was carrying a long sword, a short sword, and a heavy crossbow, along with splint mail armor. He was wearing.
Do you see them? Where can they be?
Okay. So, Captain, did your crew need leather armor,
Here.
maces, or
I think I see
crossbows?
someone.
She looks at you and squints and says, "My crew. I have only one other crew member right now. He's already on the ship. So no."
Oh, well, bust me buttons. That's a horse of a different color. Let's do this.
The thugs, do they have light or heavy crossbows?
The thugs are using
You go
heavy
this way,
crossbows.
we'll go the other way.
Okay. And the captain had a heavy crossbow.
Torch over here.
So-
I think I see someone.
Now, if you all hurry, we can get on our ship, and we've got to get out of here. Follow me
Bring
onto
your
my
torch
ship,
over here.
the
I think I see
Moondown ship.
someone.
And you see these crowds of people that are coming toward you. They're like, "Help us, help us. Take us with you, please. Save us."
Does the captain have any injuries?
The captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Does-
a little injured. She's somewhat injured. Yeah, she's got some damage. She's dead. don't
I
let
don't
us-
tell. I don't telepathically warn her, but I touch her. Cure wounds.
Okay.
And I come up behind Bananas. Nice flippity doos, mate. And I heal him for 10.
Oh,
Other than the heavy crossbow, what was there another weapon that the captain had?
Long sword and a short sword.
Okay.
Do you see them?
The captain
And the
or
split mail, right?
The guy, yeah, the leader of the. You're talking about the leader of the thugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and splint mail.
Building. Let's go look.
Are you taking that?
Why not?
Okay,
It'll
so
get us some more money in our pocket.
Remember, you might have to have that armor
You go this way,
fitted.
we'll go the other way.
You can't. So, if you're planning to use it.
Bring your torch
Oh, I
over
was planning
here.
to sell it.
I think I see
Oh, okay.
someone.
She looks to you guys and then the crowd and then looks back and she goes, "Well, what is your decision? I need to get on the ship and I want to take you with me, like I promised. Get us out of here."
Let's go.
The thing
Let's do
is,
it.
Bana-
Bring
she
your torch
says,
over here. I think I see someone.
the thing is, we can do nothing here. But maybe somewhere else somebody can figure this out and
Do
help
you see
us.
them? Where could they be?
Well,
With that, I'm just kind of spew out the corpse on my body.
Yeah, it would be about time for you to shrink anyway.
Building. Let's go look.
Because it only lasts for a minute.
You go this way.
yeah, Bananas is ready to go. He's seen enough. He's looking around like, which one of these is your ship? Where's your ship at?
This is that one
Which
there,
one?
and she points this really, really nice gallon, and then on the front there's like this woman on the front, painted kind of whitish moon color on the front,
Oh, this is perfect for Bananas.
and she looks to you and says, "What about the people? What should we do with them? Should we take them? I cannot leave
You're
them."
sure that's on you? I vote yes.
You go this way, we'll go the other way.
It's a normal ship, right?
Bring your torch over here. I think I see
It's
someone.
it's a ship It looks
It's a
like
sea ship, not a
yeah,
spaceship,
well,
right?
Look, you don't know. It looks like just a regular sea ship to you right now. A large, giant galleon. She moves with the rest of you, and she's running, and she says, "Should we take them? I can carry about 60 people on my ship."
Bring your torch over here.
Let's take who we can.
I'm gonna telepathically tell the citizens to run for the ship.
All right.
Come on, run for the
so
ship because it's all telepathic, so I don't
Everybody
really
on the
need
dock
distance.
basically is able to get on this ship with it. There's about 60 people there,
Let's go look.
and everybody is able to crawl aboard this very large galleon. All right, everybody is aboard. We are ready, right?
Bring your torch over here.
Yes, let's
You guys
make
are
this
sitting up there,
memory.
and as you undo the ropes for the anchors that are anchored to the dock, tied to the dock, and everything, and the sails open up, and it kind of drifts away from the dock itself,
Bring your
and you
torch
guys are
over
seeing
here. I
the
think I see someone.
crystalline vines everywhere in the city, engulfing the city. There's fires burning. You still screaming and hear screaming. And as you're far enough away from the docks, the ship jolts and shakes. All of you try to grab on quickly to hold on to keep your bearing from falling. And the ship lifts off the water. And water, you can see the seawater flowing off of the ship like waterfalls coming off the ship as it's rising up into the sky. Slowly but surely, it continues to rise straight up in the sky. And she says, "Brace yourselves, we are heading into wild space." And as that, you guys propel further and further into realm space. And once you're into realm space itself here,
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
We're back out in space.
Do you see them?
and you're further leaving. I don't know, my sound's not working here. She's beginning to get to me here with the roll 20 tonight already.
Let's go look.
Din's excited and starts clapping. I love this part.
Go the other way.
Bring your torch over here. I think I see someone.
And you find yourself floating further away from Torel itself. You see its moon, its eyes, and she says, "We've got to continue on. We've got to find somebody who can help Torel from being completely destroyed. Maybe from helping get rid of those crystalline vines. Perhaps somebody on the Rock of Brawl."
The whole planet's getting nailed by them?
Yeah, by those crystalline vines from what you can see. So this is, so you're out, heading out into space now. And she says to, as you were lifting up out of before you left space, I should say, the crystalline vine coils upward, and they look like they were scraping the sky from the harbor. You can see similar vines miles from the settlement, having burst out of the world and reaching skyward. As the moon dancer clears the harbor, the captain, she says, she stomps her boot on the deck and she yells, "Flapjack, continue to take us up at a proper speed." And then the galleon creaks as it rises out into past the atmosphere and into wild space. So you're out in the wild space. You see Torel as it slowly gets smaller and smaller, and then you're in this starry abyss of night is where you're at now. And she's like, "We got to get to the Rock of Brow. There's somebody there who could probably help us with this. But first we must make that journey. It might be dangerous. I have no supplies at all on this ship. We'll have to stop somewhere before we make it to the Rock of Brow. It is on the edge of realm space is where the rocket brawl is. It is days away. We must stop somewhere to get supplies.
Like,
I'll look back to Lycan and say, do we still have that map?
yeah, I think so.
Mm-mm. Did we get the copy? I don't think we did. I don't know if we did.
You did
No,
not.
I don't think
You
we
not
did.
go back for the copy.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Without really saying what he's gonna do, Bananas will like climb up to the crow's nest and kind of take out his looking glass and kind of survey the surrounding area to see if he can see anything that could help him.
Okay, so you crawl up there, you look around, you're watching Terrell get smaller and smaller as you're moving away from him. The moon of Terrell is getting smaller, and smaller as you're moving past that. You're going at a decent speed. You're not going at full speed yet of the ship. She says, I must take you down into the ship and you can meet Flapjack when you are settled in. There is plenty of room on the ship. It is a gorgeous ship. Help me get these 60 passengers set of where they're going to stay down in the cargo space. It is best that I could do for them. I do not have enough beds for everybody. But they have enough envelope of air to support this much people to take you to the Rock Brow is basically her thought. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and put us into the ship here itself of this space galleon here.
Love that cartoon.
Yeah. So there you are on the stern castle of the ship. There are 2 stairs that lead down to the main deck of the ship. The gravity plane on this particular ship kind of intersects the lower part of the steerage deck, which is the last deck of the ship, on the very bottom of the ship with it. So, you guys see the map? Tell me if you can't see the map.
Yeah, I can see
I
it.
see it.
Okay. She says, I need to go down and check with with Flapjack and to see where we're going to head next and do some navigation. I would welcome anybody who has any navigational skills to come forth with me. But the rest of you, if you could help me settle in these passengers, take them down to the cargo deck. After that, perhaps you could find one of the rooms enough for you to rest. Perhaps while we figure out where we're going. I do know of a few little fishing outposts throughout the realm space on our journey towards the Rockabolic that possibly we could land and get supplies. But for now, please, I ask you. And she heads down the main deck into all the way down to where the Spelljammer is located. The helm.
All right, let's start helping.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the quarters and start working on fixing the stag. People.
I'm gonna help out with passengers and help out, see if there's anyone who's hurt and needs healing.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone's getting motion sickness, Lycan's handing out these special mushrooms for it with a smile on his face.
Okay.
Will it make it worse or better?
Okay.
Well, it makes everything better.
Bananas is gonna-
away from Lycan.
All right. So you're going down to the main cargo level, the cargo deck of the ship to help with the passengers, right, Jin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And who else is going now? Lycan, you're going and handing out your mushrooms?
Yep.
Okay.
Bananas is gonna go, but he's just gonna stand in the corner and smoke a cigar with his pistol out, just in case anybody gets a little out of control. He's gonna reel him back in.
As you're walking past, you notice the ballista that's right here. So you do notice this one. And you can just make out, I know you can't see it from here, but to the forecastle of the ship, you also see some more ballista there. They're actually like these very large-looking crossbow that are built for ships, huge, that are there too. So,
Cool.
Okay.
and so then you're also heading down to the cargo deck, Bananas. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
Am I going in the right direction?
They went down.
Oh,
Here.
they're down there. Okay.
Oops, hold on. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So,
All right.
So we've got Roach and we've got Puddle. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to find the crew quarters so I can start fixing the stag beetle.
Okay. So that would be the second deck down. So from the main deck, it's actually on the main deck. So down the stairs is the main deck right here, and then the way it's drawn is kind of weird, but there you go. So you've got several doors to choose from. There's two to the fore, and there's a door in the stern. So there's a door here, Puddles, or not Puddles, Roach, and a door here and a door here. These stairs led up to the main deck. These stairs lead down to the cargo deck. This is the open to the cargo deck.
I'm gonna, as someone who knows ships, I'm gonna assume the back one is captain's quarters and head to one of the front ones.
Okay.
Start fixing my stag beetle.
All right. So the front. So which? All right. So which door do you want to try to go through first? Here?
Oh, right. I'll go through this one.
Oh, it's already open. Okay. So that particular room there is the that's the captain's quarters right there. So this one here, yeah, I know it's weird.
This ship is laid out different.
Yeah, and then next door to the captain's quarters, the stateroom, and then there are a door to the stern of the ship. So just here.
After considering that's the captain's chamber, I'm going back to the back one.
Yeah.
Like, nope, that one.
All right, is that door open? No, that door.
Yeah, sorta.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, well then.
This is a very oddly shaped room.
All right, so that room there is actually the sail locker. So let me give you a better description here, so you know what's going on, because it's
Can't see anything.
so that's the sail locker that keeps the sails in place there, I suppose, according to what they're calling it. Right? It's a small room. The sails are obviously not in there. And so you move to the next room across, which is, I'm just going to open all these doors here. I don't even know.
So the 2.5 room is the sail locker.
Yeah. So it's 10.5 feet long by 5 feet wide. Okay. The room did you go into the other room there?
I went into the room right next door and see the captain. Hello.
Yeah, so that's actually the spelljamming helm room that she's standing in, and that's where you see Flapjack. And I'm going to go and put Flapjack in your journal here, and he's busy sitting in the helm piloting the ship, obviously, but you can get a decent description of who he is and what he looks like. He's not speaking at the moment. He's concentrating on spelljamming, but he's a flumph. And he's black and gray, and he wears a feather kind of tucked in there in his hat here. And I'll go ahead and put a handout in your journal, since no one else has met him yet. So he's got this very, you'll see the picture of what he looks like here. And he's sitting in this spelljamming helm, piloting the ship.
Since I'm looking for a room to fix the beetle, I'm dragging around a broken metal beetle.
Yeah. Hold on. This roll 20 is just being so stupid right now.
You want to see the pilot?
And with that, when you enter the room there and you see that, the captain goes, you've come to help us navigate, find somewhere that perhaps we can sit down and get supplies? Or are you looking for something else, milady?
I was looking for a space to fix my own companion.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
you're looking for some of the crew's quarters. They're one deck below. Is the next deck below are the crew's quarters.
Thank you. Sorry to disturb.
No problem whatsoever. You wouldn't happen to be able to help navigate, would you?
It's not my first time on a ship.
Well, perhaps when you get settled in, come see me. We can maybe help me find a spot, a place that we can find within the maps and the Ori here, and find somewhere we can get supplies.
Yes, that sounds easy enough. A little concerned about my metal companion here. I just leave. I'm awkward.
Okay. Yeah, she's...
Charisma's not my strong suit.
She's like, oh, okay. Then I hope to see you soon.
This is 11 to charisma. This is the best way I can play it.
Alright, so the rest of you are down in the cargo bay, right? The cargo ship.
No.
Puddles,
Yeah.
where are you, Puddle? What are you doing?
I'm still on deck. I want to try to help with navigation.
Alright, so you're heading down. So you've walked down onto the main deck there.
Bye.
And like I said, there's a hallway. You see Roach walk by. She's going to go down the stairs to the next level. And she disappears down the stairs into the cargo deck. You see all these people. You see 60 people as you walk down the cargo deck. You also see Banana sitting a cigar. Lycan is feeding people his mushrooms. Din is down there also. So the crew's quarters is right here. In this door right here. If you are curious.
Yeah, just straight there.
Okay.
In my little room. I want to fix my damn bug.
All right. So you are beginning to fix on your creature. It'll take a long rest until it's completed.
Yeah, I figured.
Or let's go back to Puddle. Puddle, you make it down to the main deck. You see that there's a hallway of an open door here, and you see an open door here, and an open door here.
Okay. Now, I do believe
What's that?
I think we're gonna go through this open door, trying to find where the navigation area is.
Okay.
Oh, there they are. Or there's the captain.
I know. I was just thinking this. Give me 1 second here. I gotta fix something. Roll 20 does not do, and it's very weird.
Okay.
Alright, they don't restrict movement, but they're dynamic. Okay. Now that should be better. We can't just walk through walls. Alright. Yeah, so the captain is sitting there, and she's watching kind of looking through some of the star charts, and as you enter the room, she puts them down. And in the Spelljammer helm, you see a creature is sitting in this seat of the helm, controlling it. He's got a large black pirate hat on that's like taking up half his head. There's a red long ostrich feather sticking out of the helmet. Of the hat. And this is what you see. This must be the Flapjack she was talking about. The creature named Flapjack, who is her Spelljammer. And here's what you see is sitting in the seat of it. He's not saying anything. He's concentrating. You can tell he's concentrating. He's staring at the ship, and hasn't spoken or said anything. But the captain says, you're here. Are you settling in okay? Should be in your journal now.
Yep.
It's a flump.
I think I'm settling in fine.
Good. Is there anything I can help you with? Are the passengers doing fine, or is there something you need?
Oh, I thought I was going to help out with navigation the best I can.
Oh, okay. Well, we're trying to find a good spot that we need to stop to get supplies. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to get all of our supplies loaded up on the ship, and now we must stop for supplies because we are days out from the Rock of Brawl. You have heard of the Rock of Brawl, as she looks at you.
I do believe the Spelljammer I used to work for would go there all the time for shipment drops.
Okay, so you know of it. The largest city, floating city in all of the Astral Sea and all of wild space itself. That is where I plan to take you, and there you can find somebody there, I'm sure, on the Rock of Brawl, to be able to help you save your planet. Alright, so we'll cut to everybody down in the cargo deck. So we already know what Roach is doing. Let's talk about the three of you are down there. So you're settling in, you're helping these passengers get settled in. You're healing any of them that need healing. You're making some of them feel very relaxed, such as Lycan. And Bananas, you're just standing around, smoking your cigar.
Yeah. He's kind of
just watching,
gauging things. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just thinking, like, how long can they survive off these mushrooms?
They're, and there's some of the people are crying, some are, whispering, sharking, a lot are scared, as the ship is floating through wild realm space. Lycan?
Yep, I'm just feeding the people,
Okay.
like
Let's add some time
making silly faces at children.
here. Okay.
I'm slightly perturbed.
What's that?
I'm slightly perturbed that Bananas isn't helping at all, so I walk up and put a washcloth in his face and say, "Hey, why don't you go comfort this child over here? He could use some attention."
Okay. What do you say, Bananas?
And he says, you give him a few days, and these fine people are going to be looking at me like a roast chicken. Then who you think they're going to eat after they chase Bananas down? They're going to eat you.
It's okay, brother.
Barbecued rhino.
I've got the heels to make the deals.
So they're not going to eat the fucking bug. No one wants to eat bugs. Going to be me and you. Going to be dinner. He's just like he's filling his body with as much nicotine as he can so he doesn't taste good.
No. People are better than that. Look around us. We have a new home. We have a new family if you want it. Open yourself up.
Bananas is like, I'll never open up. Not again. I can't. I've been hurt too many times.
So I sit down on the ground next to him and say, "Who hurt you?"
Bananas is just like, starts mumbling. He's like, all people that I could count. Everyone always betrays Bananas when they get in the head. Bananas always looks out for... Oh, sorry. Banana always looks out for number one. That's Bananas.
Sounds like a lonely life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm about to go pray to Celestian. You're certainly welcome to come with me if you'd like. It's a better path, I promise you.
Bananas is gonna, like, tap a cigar. He's like, sure, I'll catch up in a bit.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I saw there were troop corps up front here. I'm gonna take one. And I'm gonna engage in a long rest while I pray.
All right, so you head over to the crew's quarters, which is actually, yeah, they're right there too. So
Yeah.
up in on the fore of the ship. And so you're going in there just to meditate and pray? Is that what you're doing after you've taken care of
Yeah.
the people? Okay.
Yeah, meditate, pray, and take a long rest.
All right. So you're in there relaxing, resting.
Yeah.
With that.
What's the state of the people below, or in the cargo? Are they kind of settled down more?
They are. They are more settled down, and there's still some people are very scared. They're crying, but it helped when Jin and Lycan walked around, helping them calm their nerves, either by whatever Jin was doing or whatever Lycan was doing. Lycan was handing out natural remedies, and Jin was handing out
Medical science.
spiritual remedies. So, yeah. So what are you doing, Bananas?
If the situation's died down, Bananas would probably want to go back up to the crow's nest, and I don't know if he could like sleep up there, kind of like rest, just so he could like be ready.
Certainly can.
Yeah.
So
Be ready to move at the drop of a dime. Just whip out his gun, whatever he needs to do.
Okay.
Can I try to go stealth?
Yeah. Roll me a stealth. So you're up in the. You're making your way up to the main, the stern castle of the ship, with it. Okay, so yeah, you try to go stealth. What are you trying to do?
And I'm sneaking behind Bananas.
As you're walking up, Bananas, what is your passive perception?
It's got to be higher than a 9.
Pretty high. It's 16.
Okay, so yeah, as you're both creeping up, as you're going up the stairs, you feel this weird presence of somebody walking right up behind you. As not like as quiet as they possibly can, even though they're not being quiet. They're like each step you hear, and it creaks the step every step it makes of these wooden stairs. What do you do?
Bananas is going to pretend not to hear it for a few steps, and then he's going to pull out his pistol and like roll around and just kind of scream, "You're fucking dead!" He'll notice who it is, and he'll put his what the fuck do you want? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm going up to the crow's nest. What are you doing?
I'm going up to the crow's nest too.
Oh no, you don't need to be up there. You're going to fall and kill yourself.
Listen, bud. You know how high I've been on an asteroid?
All right, that's fair enough.
Really high.
All right.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like, I won't bother you. I just want to take my night mushrooms and kind of take in the view.
Yeah, someone might need to keep an eye on you, anyways. And yeah.
So you both are going to crawl up to the crow's nest up there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you guys
Yep.
begin making your climb up these this
Like he's
rope
gonna take
ladder
some
up to it.
mushrooms and he's just gonna gaze out and just be like,
Okay.
"Whoa."
All right. So you guys both are crawling up to the thing. Let's go back to Puddles really quick. Puddles, after you notice Flapjack sitting in who you assume is Flapjack, is sitting in the thing. You're able to look around a little bit at the room itself, and this looks like a floating ornate. The helm itself looks like a floating ornate silver chair with a purple seat cushion and no legs. Glowing blue crystals underneath the seat project a magical circle onto the floor, which stabilizes the chair.
Okay.
And you hear in your head, it's like this pirate accent, and he's like, "Ah, matey, it is a blast to see some of the new faces here on the Moon Dancer itself. Ah, it is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. I am Flapjack," and you're hearing this all inside your head. Telepathy, through your head. "I am known as Flapjack. I got a good one for you. Listen, here. This is a good pirate joke for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is a pirate's favorite letter?
It's
R.
R.
You be thinking I be the C, but I be the R." And this is all inside your head. And Elena, and she kind of looks at you, Elena. She goes, "Are you all right? You look confused."
I just don't get the joke he told me.
You know, oh, Flapjack. He goes on all the time about these jokes of his. He does many pirate jokes. Don't let him tell you about the skeleton goes to a bar one. No. I've heard that many times. It's funny as ever. Anyway, come here. Here. Come over here. The order says within a day there is a fishing outpost. A day's travel from here. It is called... Hold on, look. Here. And she pulls out another map and points to it here on you. I believe it is called the Starfish. Should we go there, do you think? Pick up supplies.
Have I heard this fishing outpost before?
Roll me a wisdom, just a plain wisdom check.
My character sheet's not loading. Dang it, I have to refresh real quick.
Oh, sure.
Do we all hear Flapjack, or is he only speaking
No,
to
he was only talking to Puddle. To Puddle.
Okay.
Flips only communicate through telepathy. That's the only way they speak. So you'll be hearing him in your mind the whole time. So
That's something y'all should be used to.
what's that?
Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Everyone should be used to that.
Just a wisdom check, yes. Yes, you kind of remember. You don't remember your particular ship ever going there on your last fishing Spelljammer, but you kind of remember that being talked about. You kind of know of it, but you've never been there ever. So, and there's a handful of these or more, of these scattered about just the realm space itself, and then they're in the astral sea. There's some, and then the other wild space areas. So.
Sorry, I lost audio.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I lost
Okay.
audio.
Are you reloading roll 20? Is that where you lost your audio? Or?
I have no idea. The last thing I heard was my fishing Spelljammer never went to the specific fishing port, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, so you have that. Yeah, that's what you heard. So you have heard it. You might have heard it being mentioned within the ship you were on, or perhaps in a tavern somewhere, or something like that. Um, you've heard of it. Your ship never went there. So what do you say? Should we go there? I've never been there.
No, I never been there either, but I do believe it would be our best chance to get supplies.
It's good. Good idea. We'll head there. That is our course we'll take. Do you hear that, Flapjack? Change of course. Here. We will. These are where we need to go. We need to go to these coordinates, and she's listing off these numbers to him. Hi, thank you, she says as she turns around to you. And your name is? I didn't catch it.
Oh, it's Puddle.
Puddle. She kind of laughs, but then now doesn't say anything from there. I go find one of the crew quarters. Get some rest. It'll be about a day until we'll arrive here.
Okay. Yeah, now guess I'll step out and find the crew quarters.
Okay.
Which I have no idea where I'm going because I'm not familiar with this kind of ship.
As you leave the room, and she says, it's down one deck. If you just take the stairs down into the cargo deck, you will find the crew quarters.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. And thank you, she says.
Stairs. Here they're stairs. These are stairs, right?
The ones with the lines in the area, and they
Yeah.
yes, the ones, yeah. So those are the ones
Okay.
that go down, yeah.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
so
go
you're
down the
heading
stairs.
down to the cargo deck. As you enter the cargo deck, first of all you see the 60 people within the cargo deck, but there are a number of other things that you noticed in the cargo deck itself, on the cargo hold. You notice there are about a dozen healthy mules, sacks of food for the animals, and you also see there are some crates. There's about 20 crates scattered throughout the cargo hold where the 60 other people are held up in down there. So conditions aren't perfect for them to live in, but it's better than nothing, really. So basically, you think into your head, the faster you get to the Rock of Brawl, the better for these people,
Okay.
So you do know as you wander around, there'll be and I am really struggling here with roll 20 myself for some reason tonight. I don't know what's going on. Everybody decided they want to play. Yeah, that's not where I wanted to ping. So right there is a doorway to the crew's quarters, right here. And right here.
Okay. I'll go over here since it's the closest one to me.
Okay. Yep, inside you see one of your companions in there already. Party members. She's sitting in there looking like, what are you doing, Roach? You want to explain what you're doing as Puddles walks in there?
Uh, um, I'm taking the exoskeleton off of the stag and fixing what's lying underneath the gears and wires.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix any dings. I'm hammering the exoskeleton back into place and fixing the wires and gears inside of it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what you visually are seeing there as you walk in there, Puddle. Yeah, there are bunks, plenty of bunks in there. The ship itself, I believe, has a very large crew that it can typically hold.
So seeing her do that, I'm gonna step away and let her concentrate on her beetle friend and go to this door.
The one straight behind you there.
Yeah.
Okay. As you open that up, it's a much fancier room. There's only a few beds in it, much more comfortable looking. What this appears to look like to you, since you've had some ship knowledge, this looks like the officers' quarters.
Okay. And are these doors over here?
Yes, there are.
Okay. I'm gonna take a peek in these doors.
Okay. Okay. As you open each door, you then see more bunks and more not as nice furniture arrangement as other as the room you were just in, the officers' quarters. These look more like regular crew quarters again.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look around and say this will do and go into here.
Okay, you choose that for your place you're going to bunk down at, and
Yep.
relax and take heed there.
Lycan just starts mumbling some crazy ass shit.
To the monkey, to I mean
And
not the monkey, to Bananas.
yeah, he's just like, no, what he's really doing though is he's ritual casting find familiar to bring the toad back. It just sounds like he's talking gibberish and crazy.
Okay.
After about 10 minutes of that, you just see this fucking gross ass toad appear in his hands. And he puts it in his pocket.
Didn't we find a jar of leeches or box of leeches? We never.
Yes, I still have that.
What was that about? Yeah, we need to hear.
I have no idea. I rolled so low, I think it's a box of
Yeah,
snacks.
we need to figure out what that is.
I just think it's a box of snacks. And that's what they're gonna be eventually.
Yeah, you didn't know. You never had them properly identified. So yes, so. Let's go back to Jin. You're resting. You're on the verge of taking a long rest, and let's go up to. So Bananas and Lycan, you are up in the crow's nest, and your admiring space from there is incredible. You've got it's black stars everywhere, white stars, some bright, some very faint, some seem to be twinkling. It's magnificent to see this out there, for even as many times as you guys have been out to the wild space itself. One thing that you have never experienced yet, Bananas, or Roach, or I believe even puddle, is the astral sea. You haven't gone there yet to that part of the astral plane itself, is the astral sea. Lycan, you have. You've been to the astral sea. Jin, you also have been to the astral sea.
Yes.
So, but even just seeing wild space every time that you go is still a sight to see, even as many times you've seen it. It's beautiful to you, and you can only imagine how much more beautiful the astral sea is.
Have I completed the long rest, or am I still
Nope,
sleeping
we're
it
not.
out?
Yeah, we're not going to do a long rest yet. Till you're just kind of hanging out there. We're not. We're all going to do a long rest at one time. So.
Okay. So I kind of wander up to the deck and just kind of stare at the sky, teary-eyed.
So do you want to go on the main deck, or do you want to be on the forecastle or the stern castle, which are the two raised parts of the main deck? On a
Let's
gallon.
go. Let's go to the forecastle. Best view.
Okay. All right. So you walk up the several stairs up to the forecastle, and yeah, there are the two ballistas right there that you can see in the front here. As you look over across the main deck to the other upper side of the stern castle, you see up. You can hear talking. You can't really see them up in the crow's nest because they're. Are you standing or are you guys sitting up in the crow's nest?
And Nana's is like sitting, like kind of hunchback with his arms folded, trying to sleep, but he's, Lycan's mumbling stuff and playing with his frog.
But you guys, you guys are
Lycan's sitting on his ass.
Okay, so you don't see them.
Yeah, hunkered
You don't
together.
see their heads above the railing of the crow's nest, but you can certainly hear them, or at one point you did hear them talking.
Okay. So I'll just shout out, "What's good, guys?"
You just hear Lycan go, "It's all connected."
Yeah. Bananas.
And then his head pops out, and he's looking down at you, and he just screams, "Hey, it's all connected!" And then you hear him laugh, and then his head pops back in away.
And I'll just say, "Yes, yes, it is." And I'll go back to staring at the sky, teary-eyed.
Banana's gonna tell Lycan, he's like, "Why don't you eat a handful of your mushrooms and go to sleep?"
I already did. Lycan's looking like in your direction, but his eyes are like peered off to like the side of your left side of your face, and he just goes, "Hey man, let's call it a night and stop trying to be a buzzkill." And then Lycan closes his eyes, giggling.
All right. Let's, everybody's kind of ready to take a long rest, except for Roach, who's going to work through the night on her beetle.
No sleep after fix.
Jen, are you wanting to do that too? Take a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go with a long rest. Everybody's ready for this, and we're going to go ahead and add 8 hours to our time.
Everyone but Roach sleeps.
Yep. Let's see, so we need to bring in your little... So if you had any hit points missing, you have all your hit points back. You also have any of your spell slots are all back. Your spell slots are all, and half your hit die if you used any hit die, which I don't think anybody did. So And yeah, so it's about 8:30 at night, and the ship, the two of you in the crow's nest, are the first to feel the ship shake, and you both are awakened from it, Lycan and Bananas. And it begins slowing. You know the ship's slowing down from its top speed it was doing before you guys went to sleep. What do you do?
Whoa.
You're awakened. It's still the star.
Lycan just goes, yeah, this can't be good. And starts heading down.
So you're crawling down. You're not even looking out. What are you doing, Bananas?
Bananas is gonna resist the urge to sit bolt upright. He's gonna pull out his pistol and kind of like, he's little, he's a short little guy, so he's kind of looking over the edge of the crow's nest to see, trying to remain stealthy, see what's going on.
All right. So you look over in the crow's nest, and in the distance, do you pull out your spyglass, or are you looking with your naked eye?
Yeah, he'll trade his pistol into his foot, and then he'll pull out his spyglass and he'll
All
take a
right.
look.
In the
Yeah.
distance, probably 800,000 yards, you see another ship approaching at a high speed.
Okay. What can I tell? Can I tell anything about the ship, or is it too far?
So I'll just tell you what's going on. The slip slows as another vessel comes into view, approaching the Moon Dancer from Esteem. The pursuing vessel looks like a giant moth with wings made of iridescent crystals, similar in color and luster to the crystalline vines that ravaged your world. You can just make out figures on the other vessel's deck scrambling to arm the ship's mangonel. And with that, as you're looking down and you're crawling down, Lycan, all of a sudden the captain appears by you, Lycan. And she says to you while you're standing there, she says, Astro elves, cursed. Curses. And they don't look friendly. Best ready yourselves for a fight.
Lycan spits on the ground and be like, I can't stand Astro Elves.
Alright, so the ship is slowing down.
Where's the others? Come on,
what are you,
Bananas.
yeah,
Go find the
Yeah,
others.
I'm gonna go up when I feel the ship slow.
Okay, so you're gonna head up to the top deck or the stern or castle, the stern or forecastle?
I'm gonna head up to the top deck.
Alright. So you are heading here.
Can I have Bananas try to go stealth in the
And
crow's
Beetle
nest?
follows closely behind you. Jen? Yeah, just a moment. We'll get to you.
Yeah.
We're going to switch scenes because we're going to go to ship combat first, and we're going to switch scenes. Yeah, I know this is really our first time of ship combat, and we're going to discuss that
Get back to the forecastle.
You want to go to the forecastle, okay?
Yeah, and have my musket equipped. Boy, what's going on here?
All right, Puddle.
My
what
top
about
hands
you?
are holding the crossbow.
Okay,
My bottom hands have the spell attachments on them.
okay. Puddle, what about you?
I'm gonna start heading up the stairs.
Okay, so where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the main deck, or do you want to be on the forecastle or the stern castle?
The main deck.
All right, so you're over close to. You see Roach as you get up finally to the main part of the deck, and right above you, or just a little bit above you, is the forecastle and the stern castle, and you can see Din in the forecastle, and you can see behind you on the stern castle. You can see the captain. Bananas is. You can see him crawling down. Bananas, are you crawling down or are you staying up in the bird's nest?
I was going to try to stealth up there.
Oh,
They
you're gonna
couldn't
go
see
stealth
me.
up there, okay? And you see Lycan down, standing by that, and she looks at you, Jen, and she says, "Jen, do you know how to use those ballistas? You better get on them. It takes 3 men per ballista."
I do. Send some help.
It's all about your crew, not mine. I have none except for one.
All right, so I look down at Lycan and Roach and Puddles, and I invite them to come up to the forecastle.
Yeah, I'll rush up to help.
I will teach you a lesson about ballistas.
All right, so
I know about ballistas. I'm a sailor.
Roach is up there. And I'm going to put your beetle follows you, goes behind.
Yeah.
And Puddles, you're going up there too?
Yeah.
Okay. So the three of you are getting ready to and arming this this ballista, and we're going to go into combat. We're going to go into our realm space map. As the ship that you noticed is approaching faster and faster, coming towards you guys. And we're going to roll for initiatives here. Just give me one moment. So how space combat works, once they're in your range of your weapons, your ballistas, you will be able to fire. We're not going to do our expanded combat rules here because I'm going to do it when you guys have your own ship with it. But we're going to use right now just the regular Spelljammer 5e rules for ship combat. Did everybody see this space map?
Yes.
Yeah, I see the space map. I see our token. I don't see the other token.
Yeah, just a moment. We'll get you there. All right, so I'm going to roll the initiative for the ship. We're going to start with our ships under initiative, but everybody else, go ahead and roll initiative. I'll put you in the order.
Okay.
Okay, so we start with Din has
I think I have something where I add. I don't know if it matters, but so I'm supposed to add my charisma modifier to my initiative, which is 2. So I got a 17. I don't know if that matters or not because I got a 15.
You said you have something to add to your turn or to your initiative roll?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to matter because I think I rolled the highest anyways.
hold on. It's not your turn, Puddles. I'm still getting you guys squared away. So let's talk about you guys on the ballista. Okay?
Okay.
So the ballista has a ranged attack of 120/480 feet. So you disadvantage anything beyond 120, anything beyond 480, you can't fire. You will never hit it. It takes one action to load the ballista, which I already gave you that as a free action. Okay?
Okay.
And then it takes one action to aim it, and an action to fire it. Okay?
Okay.
So that is how the ballista works. It takes 3 people to run the ballista, which the 3 of you are on it. The other thing about anything that's really large, humongous, I should say, in Dungeons & Dragons, such as, we'll say, a castle wall, a ship, has a damage threshold. Okay? And so what that means on a damage threshold is that means you can't just sit there and throw your own fireball at it and be taking damage on it. What the damage threshold means on something that big is it means your damage has to hit at least that number, or it will not take any hit points away from that thing, okay? So that's what a damage threshold is. That's on ships, that's on walls and keeps, that's on castle walls, that's on all that. There's a damage threshold. So you can't just sit there and throw a firebolt at it and expect to do damage and stuff like that. That's why they added a damage threshold. It's been around for a very long time, the damage threshold has been. But we're really getting into it with Spelljammer with it now.
Okay.
So that's what that means on the ship. Every ship has a damage threshold. Your ship that you're on has a damage threshold of 15. That means their ballista or their mangonel has to hit a 15 or higher in damage for it to take any hit points away from the ship. Okay? Think of it kind of like a shields shields on a spaceship. Basically, nothing that does less damage than 15 can penetrate the shield. We'll say that makes sense to you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
So Give have fire mastery that says they can ignore the loading action on firearms. Does that include ballista?
No, it does not include on the ballista.
Okay.
All right. So the other thing with it is the ballista has a hit point and an armor class. So somebody could target your ballista and damage it that way too. Or critical fails could damage it also. Okay?
Okay, cool.
So we're going to run that way. You're going to roll a 20 when you go to fire it. I don't know who's firing it. But when whoever fires it, whoever wants to be the person to actually fire the ballista needs to roll me a... When I tell you it's your turn, you want to fire it, you fire the ballista, you're going to roll me a 1d20 plus 6. Okay? You understand? Everybody who's going to fire this. So they'll roll a d20 adding 6 to that roll. Then I'll tell you if it's a hit, how much damage you're going to roll for it, okay?
Okay, cool.
So let's get everybody in their turn order. I'm also going to get the ships because the ships need movement. And we're going to run it basically a little bit of a modified version of Spelljammer's ship-to-ship combat, but eventually we're going to actually do the extended rules, which I find it brings the players in a lot better into combat than what it is. So we're going to start here. So let's get everybody's turn order correct here. So we had Dim was a 6. Kevin was a 9. Lycan was a 9. Bananas was a 15. Puddle would be a 13. Now, if this was your own ship, and let's say Puddle or Lycan was in the helm, he would have also the ship's control in the initiative. But since it's not, he wouldn't have that, or whoever's in the helm would also have the ship's initiative, which goes right. It shares the same initiative as if you roll with it. So it's Roach had 4. We'll get into that when we get into the more expanded rules for combat. We're not going to worry about that today. Roach Bug has 4 also. Mike again.
Oh, what are you like creating this spell?
Alright, and now I'm going to put the ships in the order here. Sorry, it's taking a little bit longer. Bananas, what bonus did you get?
I got a 2 to my charisma,
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
not going to
ahead of
matter
you.
right now because you don't have anything you can do with the ship being so far out. Okay?
Yeah, I had a question in general about this real fast.
Okay.
So I thought like I would stay up here to like try to like sneak attack them when they try to board us. Like I guess I didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah, that's
Am I
fine.
going to be? Well, I was going to ask, am I completely useless? Like, should I? Like, am I going to be able to shoot at him with my pistol if it's not going to?
Only
I'll just see.
when you're close enough. Why don't? Yeah, wait and see. Wait and
Yeah,
see
I'm gonna do that.
what happens there. All right.
Do I need to roll stealth if I'm hiding?
If you'd like, you can.
He's trying to hide it. He's like hiding up in the crow's nest here. Yeah, why not? Just to say I did it. So yeah, he's just hunkered down. He's got his telescope and his pistol. He's like just waiting, biding his time, waiting for the right moment. Pop out.
All right. 20.
And they can expect that all.
All right. So, it is the ship's moving in at a high rate of speed. And it's going to actually fire off its first round at you, at the ship. And you hear this large bolt come flying at the ship. Oops, doesn't need to roll advantage. Sorry about that. We'll change that. All right. So this bolt comes flying. You can hear there's some type of crew members on the ship because you guys are, what, 65 yards away? Feet or yards now away from them. It's moved in that fast. As it hits the ship, you feel it rock the gun back and forth as this large bolt hits it. It takes the damage, 23 damage to the ship. A little bit of the ship, you see a little bit of wood fly off the side of the port side of the ship. Flies off. Port or starboard? I think it's a port. And so that's where you are with that. With that attack, it rocks you back and forth. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. Jesus, Lakin.
Ow.
Puddle.
Yes.
With that, you are knocked off the ship. You are still in the ship's air envelope, but you are knocked off the ship from that first hit.
Okay.
All right. Let's go into our turn order here. The Starmoth ends its turn. Actually, it's going to finish its movement. Okay. Bananas, you are stealthily hiding. Alright, so who is loading? Who is aiming and who is firing that ballista? I take it that's what you guys want to do. You want to fire at it? The captain's telling you to get ready?
Yeah, I can't see the order on my end, so just who's ever first, we'll guess we'll do the loading action.
You can't see the turn order?
I can see the
No,
ship.
the ships.
Why can't you see the turn order?
It's just the ships.
Yeah, I can see the turn order of the ships, not the individual players.
Oh, you won't be able to here on this map.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just this is ship-to-ship combat. You're not going to see anything but the ships.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do the load action.
It's already loaded, so that's why I said I gave you a free turn on that. Free action.
Okay, cool. Yes, I'll do the aim action.
Alright, so Puddles, what are you aiming, firing, or are you going to be the loader?
I'm off the boat.
No, I'm sorry, that's right. Lycan. Sorry,
I'll load this thing.
So you run over, down, and across as your movement. I'll give you the movement to do it. And you're helping them with the ballista now as Puddles is floating in space around the boat. Elena says, aim carefully, my friends. Fire when ready. So they're going to get closer with the ship. Okay. Who said they were firing? Was that Din or Roach?
I think it's Roach.
Okay. Din, you need to aim, so that's your action. All right?
Yep.
Roach, you're going to fire. Roll me a 1d20 and add 6.
Out of the way. D20 plus 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you fire it off, it just goes zizzing past the ship. Alright, next round. They fire again at you guys. Brace for the next fire. Oops. Why did I do that? God damn it. Wrong one. Alright, here we go. 20 hits. More chunks of the ship are taken out. And it rocks the ship again. I need everybody for a dexterity save.
Oh boy.
I got it. You're off the ship. You don't need to roll puddles.
Yeah.
He said everyone.
Din, you are fall off the ship. I need Lycan.
Okay.
Lycan's the last one I need a dex save from.
Well, my last one wasn't good enough.
Oh, you got hit again.
Oh, this time. Uh-oh.
Man, you guys have no fucking sea legs whatsoever.
I do. I'm fine.
Oh, you just... Okay, so you missed make it on your save. So... Alright, the ship pulls up the side of you. It is there. They are ready to board you. They're getting ready to board the ship. Prepare yourselves, as they're going to board the ship. Two of you are outside of the ship, remember? Floating by the ship. The ships come to a stop, and I'll show you where you guys are at there. Let me get this map loaded up. All right. Everybody see the map?
Yeah.
And as this other large ship is right next to you, 3 of these astral elves come swinging on ropes onto your guys' ship. Ah! They scream. Okay, I gotta put them in the turn order. The ships are no longer in turn order. Okay. And one of them screams out, "If you're not going to die on your planet, you're going to die here." This first one, everybody can see the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
This first one moves in, and Bananas, you're up in the
Right, yeah.
crow's nest. So this one moves towards the captain, and is going to attack her. Ah, Elena, we meet again. We meet again. Says as he laughs and draws his weapon on her. And I'll go ahead and give you guys a handout. These Astro Elves look like. In everybody's journal.
At first I thought they were topless. That part of the armor is flesh colored, so.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it have been? Bananas would have been sketching up pictures for later.
I was gonna say something, yeah. Would have been a distraction for Bananas, for sure.
Alright, so. He swings his long sword at the captain. And then swings again at her. The first one misses her. The second one hits her, taking 9 damage, and then some radiant damage sparks off the sword, causing another 11 radiant damage on her. Ah! The second one is standing by Roach, lands by Roach, and attacks Roach.
My beetle will attempt to deflect the attack.
With what? What is it again? Is it
My beetle is
right? Yeah, disadvantage. on
yeah,
attacks,
disadvantage.
yeah.
And that misses.
Yeah, and I think it's just on one attack that it does that.
Yeah, it's reaction on one. Shit.
The 16 does hit you, slashing you for 8 damage with the longsword, and then it sparks, and another 8 damage of radiant damage hits you for a total of 16 damage. The one other landed on the main deck, and has to run up the stairs to you guys, so. Okay, that ends its turn. Alright, so that ends the Astral Elf's turn. Because now.
Oh shit. What? I think it still thinks I'm concentrating on the spell.
Oh, that's weird. I don't have you as concentrating.
I don't know.
Did it do it automatically?
Yeah, it did. I just lowered my health and it did that.
Oh well, whatever. I don't have a
Maybe
marker
from the
on it.
enlarge? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I had a marker on it. It's not even a marker on it. That's pretty weird. Okay. Whose turn is it? Let me look at my turn order here.
I don't think.
So that ended the elf's turn. It is now Bananas. You're right, Bananas. You should have said it louder. All right, Bananas, you're up in the crow's nest. It's probably, I would say, 20 feet from the deck there, where everybody's at. 20 feet up.
So I could still see whatever everything going on, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
of course. All right, so I'm gonna kind of peek over the edge here. Can I see what kind of armaments these Astral Elves have? You said he has a sword. Do I see any ranged weapons like arrows?
Yeah,
I know
they
that
all have a longbow. All of them have a longbow on their back, and they have a long sword drawing. They looks to be wearing some kind of plate armor, possibly breastplate. You're not entirely sure, but yes,
Okay.
they are wearing armor.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action and use this steady aim, so I can roll. I'm gonna shoot my pistol with advantage, and I'm gonna try to take a shot at this one that's bothering the captain.
Okay, what's your pistol range?
I thought it was 30 feet.
Is it? So it's got a number slash and another number.
It says 1d10 plus 4.
He's asking for the range.
It's on his pistol,
Crap,
not his
shit.
rifle.
Sorry.
I'll look it up here.
It says it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
30, 90
All right,
feet.
30 feet. All right, anything more than 30 feet is a disadvantage. So, you got that?
So is it
You're
a
at
disadvantage?
20 feet. If you're attacking this guy here.
I'm attacking the guy that's. I'm trying to.
Yeah, so
But-
he's at 20 feet from you. So you could still hit
Yeah.
him without disadvantage. So 23.
I do.
What's that?
Yeah. I was gonna say I did take a feat sharpshooter. I could post that too, but I mean just for future. So I don't. But Okay. All right. So do I roll? I can roll my damage.
Yeah, but this is you got to be proficient with him. You're not proficient with that pistol.
No, I've done this a few times yet. Now I'm trying to just show that I was just trying to say that it doesn't impose a disadvantage to attack at long range. For like, if I have to shoot at a guy at long range, that's out of. I wouldn't have disadvantage
All
on
right,
it.
gotcha. I'm reading it now.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and
Yeah.
fire.
Okay. 6. Okay, I've got another question too. I've got this. Does this mean on the second paragraph? Does that mean I get to do the sneak attack damage, even if somebody's not next to me? Because the wording's kind of weird.
Give yourself a bonus to your initiative roll for your critical roll. What are you asking on that?
I was wondering if I could add the sneak attack damage, because it says that line that's no other creatures are within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, you still get that.
Okay.
And you don't have disadvantage.
All right. So I just roll. Sneak attack.
I think we talked about this with sneak attack. I believe make sure it's not a melee attack.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right about
Let me
that.
look at this really quick. 'Cause I think we talked about this.
You're right.
I don't think that was yesterday. Let me look here.
No, it was flanking that we talked about. That has to be melee. Yesterday.
Yeah, it's finesse range weapon, so you're good. You're right. You're right. It was flanking. You're right. So 6 plus 9 damage. Right?
Bananas is gonna try to go stealth again.
All right. So that ends your turn.
Yep.
Puddle.
Okay, how far of the ship am I from?
You're right. You guys are right up against the ship. Floating there.
No, so I could just reach over and climb back in.
From the ship? No, the ship. How are you going to climb up the wooden planks at the side of the ship?
Oh, how far down am I?
Oh, you're floating down past it. You're not in it. So the ship's above you. See what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I
You guys
get
are
it
down
now.
below. I mean, you can try climbing it if you like. It's up to you.
Now I'm gonna
I
pull
like
out my
going
grappling hook. I'm gonna pull out my grappling hook and try to hook onto the top of the ship.
Okay. Roll me a athletics check.
Wait, I think I have a feat that helps me with that. Again, scroll down. Okay. Okay, you said athletics?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you were able to throw it on there. It connects. You want to climb up it?
Yes.
All right. So you were able to climb up and back into the ship itself.
Alright.
So
How
you
much
have some
movement do I have left?
You have some movement left. You have 10 feet, I believe.
Okay, because I do have the feat that I don't get penalized for climbing, I think. Yeah, climbing doesn't cost you extra movement.
Okay.
So you said 10 feet?
Yeah. No, you have more than that. So you've got
Oh.
10, 20. So you move 40 feet, so you've got 30 feet left.
Okay. Next step, I'm gonna bonus action rage. And I'm gonna run up to this elf. Let's see, using the grappling hook was a action, wasn't it?
One action, yeah.
Then I'm just gonna sit here raging at the elf.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I left a grappling hook there for Ben.
Okay, so he doesn't have to. You just keep climbing up it.
Appreciate it.
Lycan.
Okay. Just load the thing, or is it too late to fire at him?
What are you talking about?
Is the whole ship boarded, or did the ship go away?
The ship is right next to your ship, and 3 astral elves boarded you guys' ship.
All right, then this astral elf right here can go F himself and cast a magic missile.
Okay. Roll that two more times, or make sure
This-
spell slots back. All right, make sure you put two spell slots back.
Yep.
And that was at level 1 you casted those? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. What do those magic missiles look like as they come out of your fingers?
They're the mushrooms.
They're mushrooms. As they're hitting them, these magic mushrooms are hitting. Uh-huh. All right.
Yeah, they do psychic. They do the psychic damage.
Yeah. So, make sure they're not doing that. Cinder. Okay. Now, he takes the. Right. That ends your turn, Lycan.
That'll do it.
Lena's turn. How dare you board my ship? You will pay for that. She swings her scimitar. Swings it again. Then she swings her dagger at him. Oh boy. Dagger's the only one that connected. Yeah, as she swings, she misses the scimitar attack and smacks it against the bird's nest, the sail post that comes out thing, and the bird's nest is up there, and drops her scimitar. But she's able to at least do 5 piercing damage, slashing, piercing the astral elf. But with that, so she will have to take an action to show her taking disadvantage on the next attack. So that ends her turn. Dan, you are overboard, floating.
All right, so
floating between the 2 ships, actually.
I grabbed the rope that Puddles politely left me that was
Yes.
attached to the grappling hook and climb it.
Okay, you climb aboard. You have about 10 movement left if you need it.
Okay, where am I on the boat? Right there?
Yep.
Let me see some here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at that guy with my musket.
Okay.
Wow. Never mind.
So, with that, your musket jams again, and you have to take an action, and you have to roll for me on it's jammed up to fix it on your next turn.
All right, I just yell balls to this.
And with
yeah.
that, you know, the little bit of the flash bang hits, kind of dumps over onto Puddles, and it doesn't do damage, but you feel the sensation of the sparks landing on you, Puddle. Roach.
I'm gonna feel like a bit of a fool for this, but I'm gonna swing my hammer at him. A little light hammer.
Okay.
So he's in my face. I don't like it when that happens.
All right. Hammer. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna try it with my hammer. I need to click my token first.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right. So with that,
It's in my face.
you
Not happy
swung,
right now.
And as you're swinging, you miss him but hit Puddle, and Puddle takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Or actually, it'd be half damage, Puddle, so 1 point of damage.
Why is everyone hitting me? Am I raging at the wrong people?
Oh my goodness. Hey, Daniel, is everything all right there? You said at 8 o'clock Eastern time your hurricane was going to come in. Are you all right?
Yeah, so far so good. No issues.
Good.
Has the wind picked up yet?
Not that I can tell. No.
All right. Well, that's good. Maybe it'll miss you guys.
Hopefully.
Maybe you'll just get a little rain from it.
Maybe get a
all
small
right.
sideswipe.
So that ends. What's your steel stag beetle doing? Is it going to attack? What's it doing?
Yeah, it's gonna try and bite him.
All right, go ahead. You've got control of that sheet, so. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
2 in a row.
Roll your damage on it. Let's talk about this.
How do?
Just it should roll off again. There you go. So with that, it misses and hits you with the force damage.
I very much don't like it when people are in my face. Why is it still doing concentration
I have
saves?
no
I don't
idea.
know.
It's very strange. I know that I have no
I don't
marker
know.
on you at all, so super weird. I don't know what's going on. Roach is not concentrating. I don't know. Okay, it is now the elf's turn, the astro elf's turn. First one here is going to attack Puddle. No, it's going to attack the stag beetle instead. After it just attacked him, it's going to attack the stag beetle instead. And so it swings twice at the longsword at this stag beetle.
If I read the thing right, when not told to do anything else, it oh wait, I told it to do something. Never mind. That doesn't apply. I told it to do something.
Yeah, so it takes 13 damage. I've already put my mark in.
Armor class of 15.
Oh, it's 15? Why does it keep putting 11?
I don't know.
That is super weird. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's
Maybe yours is right and mine is wrong. I don't know.
No. It's off your sheet. Does it say 15?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's not right on my token. I'm going to have to fix that. Alright, so he misses both times. So we've got this one here. Pulls his longbow out and fires it at you, Jin.
Okay.
After you tried to fire at him. Well, you didn't even miss him. It's completely jammed on you. And so he takes aim, pulls his string of his bow back, and lets the arrow fly.
Misses.
17, does that hit you? No, 17.
No, it's just
Goes zipping by you. Alright, now this one here, he attacks the captain, Elena. Swings at her with his long sword. She's able to parry both times, and he misses her completely. Alright. That ends their turn. Bananas, you're going to do your same little trick again?
Sorta. I gotta use my dexterous feat to reload my gun on my bonus action,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
he's gotta pop up from the crow's nest, like looking at like the captain dropping her weapon and Roach hitting Puddles. It's just like shaking his head. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna take a shot. Oh,
The ball, the pistol fires. You hear the smell of flint burning and fires and the loud boom of the pistol as it flies by. The elf striking the wood railing here on the stern castle here, and pieces of wood fly everywhere as you've lodged your ball into the wood there. Is that in your turn? What are you doing?
can I tell what the gravity situation is here? If I were to jump from the crow's nest, would I like float up?
No, you've got the gravity's pushing down on the there, and the gravity on the bottom of the deck would be pushing up from there. So your gravity would be down. So you're fine within that
So I could-
air envelope.
So I could glide.
You can
to, like,
glide
right
down.
here.
Yeah, it's normal gravity
Alright.
where you're at right now. It's not reversed.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump down then,
Okay.
and I'm gonna glide like way back here, just to be that.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And that ends your
Alright, it's my turn. Yep.
Puddle.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this elf in front of me, wondering if they're white or dark meat.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna do a double attack with my. You know what? Let's do a trident this time.
Okay. 17 on the elf, or are you attacking Roach?
The elf.
Yeah, I know. 17 that does hit. You strike it with your two-handed with the trident. Roll your damage. So 7 damage.
And for my second attack,
16 also hits. Roll your damage. Strike it again with the trident. Another 9 damage. Okay. Slice into him twice with the 3 sharp points of your trident. Blood trickles out of his armor. That's where you've hit him. All right, that ends your turn. I tell you, you're not moving.
no. I'm gonna have to look up what the potion I have does again.
Lycan. Lycan! Fire, are you magic missiling this guy again?
Using Tasha's mind whip on him. Which
Which one? Now, the guy that's okay. All right, so he's got to make a saving intelligence roll, or be damaged here. Three. All right, so he saves with a 22.
Alright, takes half then. Takes 5.
All right, 5 damage as it whips at him. What does that look like? Mushrooms again whipping him?
No. It's oh yeah, I guess it looks like just like a weird mushroom vine coming out.
Oh, okay, whipping him with the vine, mushroom vine, okay. He's out. Okay, let's see. So our next would be Elena's turn. She has to take an action to pick her weapon up. She's still got 2 attacks on her. So she's got twice and then the dagger. So she's still able to swing once. And then the dagger. Both times she's able to strike this astral elf and causes slices through. Blood is trickling out through his armor, his breastplate, and cries out, "Arr! Darju!" Alright, that ends her turn. We're on to Din. You're gonna have to take an action to unjam and repair your weapon. I need let's do a wisdom check on fixing this weapon.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, easily. Not only that, you fix it so nice that the next shot will be with advantage.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So, but that's my action.
Unless you
Okay,
have
so
unless
yeah.
you have a bonus action or another attack.
Okay, yeah, I'm just sitting there mumbling to myself, ass face, taking 3 shots at me because the stupid thing can't fire. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna jump down the stairs to the main deck, and I'm gonna start working my way towards the clown. So I guess that puts me about halfway.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it'll be about right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, let me make sure. So you're right here.
Yeah, it's speed is 30.
Yeah, that's about right. Right where you're about at. That's good.
Okay, cool.
Roach, can you hit Puddle again?
Something like that. Apologies, friend Puddles, and I tap her on the shoulder. And cast heroism. Sorry, friend Puddles. Smack.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
Is that the attack bonus?
That's for
Is-
the hit points. Hit points equal to your
This-
spellcasting ability modifier.
Is that the
So
It
up
should
above on
be-
your spell, of all your spells,
it
you
says
have
it says intelligence, but it doesn't say a number. So just my intelligence modifier?
Hold on, let me check here. Let me look at your character sheet.
Because if it's my attack bonus, it's much more impressive.
Hold on a second. I have to look at your sheet. I was looking at the sheet. Let's look at it really quick. Give me a second. It's taking a second to load up here.
I essentially slap her shoulder and say, "Sorry, friend Roach. Please don't let me die. Please don't let Roach die."
So your spell attack bonus is 6. Do you see that on your sheet?
Yeah, I was wondering if it was
So you have a
the
spell
spellcasting
save.
ability score or the
No,
attack bonus.
The attack bonus. So it'd be your 6.
Okay, so you gain 6 points at the beginning of every one of your turns for a minute.
So let's talk about this because before I ruled that it didn't stack, or I said it did stack, I'm gonna have to rule this time that it does not stack. So
Gains temporary hit points equal to the ability modifier at the start of each of its
But it's
turns.
not stacking. It's if she loses
Okay.
hit points, then she gets 6 more hit points. 6 more hit points. It's not gonna stack.
Yeah.
So, all right.
It goes
So
back
if I
up to
lose
6.
some,
You have
I'm
6
extra
extra hit
down
points.
6.
Right, you'll gain 6 more at each turn. So even if you lose some, you'll gain 6 back. You get what I'm saying? So if you lost,
Yeah, and if I don't lose any, it's
then
still
it's
speed
just still
6.
6 extra. Right, exactly.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. Yeah, go ahead and add the 6.
Yeah. Do
Since she
as
kept-
temporary hit
okay.
points at 6. Plus you get the immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points. So immune to being frightened.
Okay.
That's also good stuff. So. Okay. So.
Well, these are elves. They're not very frightful.
Is that it for your turn then?
Yeah, my beetle is gonna
Yeah, your beetle's next.
discourage an attack against me. Let's just say that's what he's doing. He's preparing to deflect.
Alright, so disadvantage on the elf's next turn. So he's just readying his attack. I got you. His disadvantage attack. I got you. In fact, we're going to use it right now because he's going to attack you with the disadvantage on his first attack. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So the 21 hits you as he slashes at you. The first one obviously does not.
I can only do this once. Shield.
Oh, you got a reaction. Nice.
That raises my
Yep.
thing to 21. Ah, shit, it still hits.
Yep. But it was
Shit.
a nice. How long does that last? So 1 round. Okay. So you
Yeah.
still take the 13 points of damage, unfortunately.
I did not do my math right.
Alright, so that ends that elf's turn. This elf here attacks, continues to attack Elena. Swings his long sword at her. I don't know why it's concentrating. Oh, you were concentrating. Yeah.
Yeah, now I actually am.
Yeah, you
I
were.
think let me check heroism. Yeah, heroism is a concentration spell.
16. So you no longer have those hit points.
I got a success.
Oh, I thought the first one came up as a. Well, that's weird because it read it. All right, never mind. It read differently, but that's fine. I see it as success.
Yeah.
The first one was weird. All right, 10, 14 as a hit. Yes, it is. 14 damage. Okay. Yeah. This one here is going to fire his bow down at Din.
Okay.
Man,
Miss.
the arrow goes piercing into the ground. The wooden planks go right by you, misses you completely. That ends the astral elf's turn. Bananas.
Bananas is going to use his feet to trade his pistol for his rapier. He's going to scamper over here. Oops, sorry. He's going to take a stab at this guy.
Okay.
Whoa!
Swinging that, you hit the post, the wooden pole there, and it knocks the rapier out of your hands to the ground.
Uh-oh. Bananas is just looking at his hands like, oh no. Is it just like at my feet?
Yeah, it takes an action to pick it up.
Let me think about this. Got this. You make a melee attack, it doesn't say the attack has to hit. So even though my rapier's right here, I'm gonna use my fancy footwork to like hop back. So I'm out of harm's range. I'll have to swoop in and grab my rapier at my next turn.
Okay, move back. Is that the rest of your turn?
Yep, that ends my turn.
Okay. Huddle.
Okay, I'm going to double stab the elf again.
Okay. Okay, the first one hits with the trident. Second one definitely hits. Okay.
I will eventually turn this elf into spaghetti.
They're poking holes all over him. Alright. That ends your turn. You're not doing anything, right? Moving?
Nope, I'm
Right.
gonna sit here.
Like it.
Alright, I'm going to firebolt this.
Okay. 25 is definitely a hit. What's your damage?
Come on.
2 damage. Catches on fire briefly. Takes a little damage from it. Laughs.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm 5th level. It should be 2d10.
You gotta change that. Unless, alright. So roll another 1d10. So he's 4.
So 4 damage. Whoa. Super powerful.
now, let's see. We're going to the next one would be Elena, Captain Startel, as she swings her scimitar at this elf. 2 attacks with the scimitar, then she swings her dagger. All three
Nice.
striking him. The final blow with the dagger slices across his throat, cutting his throat open. As blood trickles out, he grabs both hands and he chokes and he falls to the ground. Dead. I told you, get off my ship. She's gonna move to here, and that'll end her turn. Next up will be Din.
Alright, I run up the stairs. I'm just like, today is not the day. And I hit him with my spear.
And
Is that it?
as you were running up impatiently and you stab past him and into the railing of the stairs that you're standing on. It doesn't get stuck, but you missed him.
Okay. Balls! Alright, that'll end my turn.
Roach. Roach. Insect.
Are you muted, D?
I'm gonna take a health potion and telepathically tell the team the bug is injured. I am injured.
Okay.
Like, I think it's a total of 10 points if I use an action for it.
Yes. So the full.
And I think that's all I can do. I don't think I have a bonus action for anything. Yeah, no, I don't.
And then, as you tell all your crew members that, another telepathic message comes into all of your heads, and he goes, "I got another good one for you. In case the pirate ship sinks, every pirate carries a bar of soap with him at all times, you know, to wash him ashore." Ha! Har, 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 har. All right, and some of you don't even know who that voice was because you haven't met the. And then Elena screams out, "That was another bad one, Flapjack." All right, so that ends Roach's turn. We're on the beetle's turn. What's the beetle doing?
Beetle's gonna try and bite the elf.
Okay, pull it up.
Nope.
7 and misses at him. At least he doesn't miss and hit you this time.
True.
Snaps
True.
at him. The elf just kind of moves his leg in time. Smirks at him. All right. So now, the next round, we have the Astro Elf's turn. This one standing by you, Roach. Swings at the beetle again. Swings the longsword twice at the beetle. Missing it both times.
Beetle's too small.
Then this one here. This one here is going to swing at. Actually, he's got his bow, so he's going to have to put his bow away, draw his longsword. That's his action. He gets one more attack, though. So he's going to attack Din still with his longsword.
Miss.
Yep. All right, that ends the elf's turn. It is now Bananas.
Okay. Bananas is gonna scamper over here and retrieve his rapier. Can I use
Action.
my feet? Can I use my feet bonus action to pick it up, or?
Sure. I'll let you do that.
Okay. He like picks it up with his foot and tosses it to his hand. And he's gonna run up to this guy, take a stab.
Okay. 5 definitely hits. 9
9.
piercing damage. Blood trickles out. Oh, sneak attack.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, you are rolling intelligent tonight.
Okay, I think Bananas will do his fancy footwork. Just take a step back out of danger.
Okay. Let's see. We are on to Huddle.
I am going to double attack again.
Okay. $18 is a hit. Let's try it. Second one misses.
Okay.
Player misses him, and yeah, he just kind of dodges out of the way. Comes rather close to Roach, but no, that doesn't get it. All right, so that ends your turn, Puddle. You staying there?
Yep.
Lycan. Yep. What are you attacking with? Firebolt again? Okay.
Yep.
21 hits.
7 damage.
Well, are you going with level? Yeah. Okay. 7. Nothing, right? Fire catches on him. Catches him. Able to put it out, but he burns from it a little bit. Was that it, Lycan?
That's it.
Yeah, the turn order just reset.
I'm looking at it too. Why didn't? God. Alright. So let me see what went after Give me 1 second to fix that. The Astro goes first, so and then it was Puddles or
Bananas.
you got a 16, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And it was Bananas, then we had Puddle was next. I'm just gonna guess on I'm not gonna guess perfect, but as long as everybody's still in the same order, we'll
Yeah. Elena came just before I did.
Puddles was next, then we had
I had a 4, so I'm pretty low
you are
on there.
Alright, so Puddles, then it went
I'm at the end.
Lycan. Puddles was so she got an 11. Lycan was at 10. Lycan was Elena.
And it looks like Din was after Elena.
Yeah. Pretty sure I had a 5.
And then it looks like Roach was after Din. Yeah, that should be the turn order, or the order of the turn order.
Alright, so let's start here. I know it says row 1, we're just going to deal with it. Okay. Yeah. Bless you. So we had Roach just went, right? And then in the turns we're on the Astro Elves went, Banana and Puddle, let's see where we're at. So it went Lycan. So it should be Elena's turn, because Lycan just went. So we're at Lycan. She's going to swing at this guy here. Her scimitar and her dagger. Scimitar misses and catches the side of the ship here, the railing of the ship, and causing her not to be able to attack the second attack, but her dagger does hit for 5 piercing damage. Alright. That is Elena's turn. So next would be, we have Din's turn.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do a double spear attack and using Divine Smite if it hits.
Okay.
Sweet.
7 definitely hits.
Yeah, so I'm using a second level spell slot, so that's going to be additional 3d8. Then second attack.
Well, don't worry about the second attack. That's how he died.
Okay, so the spear goes right through his eye socket, and the radiant damage just causes his face to glow, and literally his head just breaks away and falls off the spear.
Oh, all right.
And then I turn around and I move 30 feet towards the other ladder to try to help out Roach.
All right. So that ends Din's turn. We are now with Roach. Roach.
I'm gonna hit him with a shocking grasp. Because he's in my face and I don't like it.
Okay. Yep.
Please get out of my face.
Defibrillator!
No, she said defibrillator.
Roll me. Oh, you already did. Oh, it's just a bad roll for damage. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So he takes 5.
It's decent.
Damage. Can't take any reactions. What was that?
It's decent. Well, 1 was a 1. Never mind.
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
I know what I'm thinking. It's 2d6. It's 2d8, not 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That's a thing.
That's why I said I was looking at to make sure you
I thought I was still rolling 1d8.
Well, that's why I went to go back to check. I said, well, roll me again, and it was 2d8. I'm like, okay. So he's all just as he's sitting there. He can't take reactions or anything. What's your steel stag doing? Steel beetle. Steel stag beetle.
Gotta give it another try. Please don't bite me.
Okay. 6
Can't bite it.
misses. All
I
right.
can't bite anything.
What's that?
Can't hit to save its life.
Yeah.
Or mine.
All right. It is the end of that. That's the Astral Elf's turn. He's going to actually try to start getting away from all of you. He moves here. Swings at Puddle. Actually, he's gonna take the attack advantage. He's trying to get out way. So go ahead and he grabs the rope and tries to swing away back to his ship. Go ahead, both of you give me an attack of opportunity. Roach and Puddle.
I guess that would be with my hammer because it's the last melee weapon I used.
Yep, so that's what it would be with. 15, you miss him as he swings, but well, Puddles misses. Roach, you hit him. And as you hit him, tell us how he dies as he's swinging on that rope.
Nice.
There's a frantic swing from my lower arm, and I crack him in the ribs, and it embeds a little too deeply. Like his ribs got pushed into his lung.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Wow.
Collapses to the ground in front of Puddle's feet. After that. All right. As that happens, the ship steers sharply away from the space galleon and takes off as fast as possible, going in the opposite direction of where you were. And it's taken off.
Sweet.
Do we want to fire at it?
What's that?
Do we want to fire at it as it flees?
I still have a load and aim and a fire.
Yeah, it would take 3 turns.
No, never mind.
I got a melee hit. Yay!
Yeah, she says, the captain says, let it go, they're running. We're not going to follow them, they're going back to their fleet. We'd be sitting ducks if we followed them to their fleet. Let them go, we have bigger fish to fry at the moment. We have got to get supplies for these people. Good work, everybody. Good work in defending this ship. She heads back down deck, to the second deck to get the ship moving again. What are you guys doing with that?
Bananas wants to try to recover some of his pistol balls. I think he shot one into a banister or something.
So you can kind of start digging that one out with your dagger if you want. The ship needs to be repaired in some spots. On this side of the ship, I believe that's the...
I'll get it in a minute. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check him for loot.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and give you guys some loot for that. Not only do they all three are wearing breastplates. Each one has a long sword on them. And but all of you hear again in telepathy in your head again, the same voice you heard before. And he says, Great job, you all! You did fantastic! I don't have to make you swab the deck tonight! But I've got a good joke for you tonight! It says, what do you get when you cross a parrot and a shark? A bird that will talk your head off! Alright, so
Puddles didn't get it.
on the astral elves, you find breastplates, long swords, and long bows. We can cut out our battle music and that is
I went to collect my grappling hook.
okay. So you are getting your grappling hook. Each
Did we get any XP?
hold on.
Sure.
Each elf has a pouch with him, and inside each pouch you find, each pouch has 30 gold pieces in each pouch. The XP that you are seeing, you'll get. Let's see, astral elves. He is, let's see, he's looking, let's see, we're looking at, let's see. Everybody gets 350 experience points. Okay. Did you get that gold?
Okay.
Did you get that gold written down? I told you there were 3 pouches.
Yeah, so it would be 90 gold, right?
Yes. And any of the armor and any of the armor or weapons you want. Then you hear that voice again in your head. He says, "All of mateys, make sure and push those bodies overboard. We don't want them ranking up our ship."
Alright, so I pick up the corpse near me and toss it overboard.
Okay.
I just kicked mine overboard.
Kick him overboard. He rolls off, and they kind of are, as the ship begins moving again at a high rate. These bodies are moving past at a high rate. You still have one more to get off the.
Alright, I'll come up and drag him off to the side and toss him over too.
Okay.
I'll look at Bananas and be like, "Thanks for the help, man."
He's like 3 feet tall. He can't do it. He's not strong enough. The Bananas is going to take out his looking glass and he's going to kind of survey the horizon, make sure they're not coming back with more.
All right. So do you crawl back up into the?
Yeah, I'll go back up there.
All right. So you crawl back up in there. Yeah, you're looking through your spyglass. You do not see anybody. Yeah, the ships are long gone. The ship is long gone. Probably heading back to, like she said, back to their fleet somewhere. It's not worth chasing after them at all, and then getting caught up in a battle with their ships, with their fleet, and then definitely not surviving that battle probably. So at this point, what are you guys doing? It's we're gonna add a little bit of time to this, although time's irrelevant as far as day and night. So
I'm gonna wander towards the spell jamming room.
okay.
Introduce myself to Flapjack.
Oh, okay. So you head on down the stairs onto the main part of the deck from the stern castle, and it's down inside of here. Through that opening there, you'll find that.
Yeah, it's right here, right?
Yes.
said, "Oi, you must be the voice I heard in my head. I'm Din. You must be Flapjack."
You hear it back. Art, you be right, matey, you be right. Thanks for taking care of those scallywags.
My pleasure. Anytime, and thank you for bringing us aboard. So
It
what?
isn't me, it is the captain. She brought you aboard. I'm just the one who pilots this ship. And I got a good one for you. I got a good one.
Let's hear it.
Why was the Pirates movie rated R? Too much booty.
Nice. So, and then I turned to
Somebody
Elena.
left. They didn't like the joke so bad they left. Who was that? Oh, it was Kevin. Kevin hated the joke.
So now I'll address Elena and give a flourishing bow and say thank you for bringing our crew aboard.
Oh, and of course, it's my pleasure. Now we're setting course to our next destination, which is actually the place we're going to land on a small fishing village, which we'll be able to grab supplies, perhaps even some fishing supplies if you like to fish. Plenty there.
Yes. I brought my fishing pole. I'm excited.
Excellent. I hear they've got great fishing lures. We're going to Starfish Bay, is where we're heading to.
So what brought you to that town that we were in with all the vines?
We were gathering up a new crew, actually. Obviously, we were trying to look for some new crew members. And this happened. Obviously, you were there. You've seen it.
Well, once we make it to the town and let everybody off, I'd like to apply to stay on the ship if I could.
Well, perhaps. We'll see how this works out when we make the Rockaball. I think we're going to need some repairs done, too, once we make it to the Rockaball. So we'll see. We'll see how long we have to sit at port.
Makes sense. Well, cheers to you both.
Whereabouts would be the damage? Give it a patch job till we get to port.
I believe it's on the starboard side, or the port. Yeah, it was the starboard side that they hit. There's several pieces blowing out from the bolts. They're not cannon size, more bolt size holes that they placed in the side.
Yeah, I'll see you. After sitting down for a minute and calming that back down, I'll see about putting a patch job on it so we could get those boards replaced.
Okay, so you want to try to patch that side up there, so you're gonna have to get out the boatswain chair and kind of you know what a boatswain chair is, right? Boatswain chair. So it's two ropes that attach to a plank of wood that go over the side of the ship, and it's attached so you don't. And you can lower yourself down everywhere on the sides of the ship to work on. You sit on that piece of plank, that seat there. And that's what
I'm gonna set that up by one of the holes.
So, yep. So that's what you're intending to do. What's everybody else doing? So, Bananas, you went back up to the crow's nest and are looking around, and you don't see anything. You're going back to the top speed, so it's going rather fast as you pass by other planets in realm space. The next planet you're passing by now is going to be, that you remember seeing on the map itself, is called Cartree. It's the next planet that you're passing by now. Okay?
Okay.
You guys
He's
have
just-
that. You still guys should have, well, no, you don't really have that map, but it's even in your journal, but you really don't have that map anymore because you forgot to pick it up. What are you saying?
I said, yeah, he's still just up here with his
Okay.
looking glass. He's just being antisocial. He doesn't want another situation that just happened, so he's trying to keep an eye out. So if something happens, he can get a jump on them.
Okay. Roach, what are you doing?
I'm gonna set it up by the one of the holes and give her a patch job.
Okay,
See
so
if
you're
I.
patching that up. So go ahead,
Yeah.
and you can use your tools, one of your tools, and roll and go ahead and roll with that. We'll see how that patch job goes. Puddle, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and reload the ballista just in case of another attack.
Okay, so you're reloading that. Din, what are you doing?
I'm heading back down to where the people are, and I'm just gonna check in on them, make sure that no one's injured, and just try to comfort them as best I can.
Okay, so you're heading down to the
What would the attribute be?
wisdom.
It,
I believe it's wisdom. Or
wisdom. Okay.
no, it's intelligence, isn't it? Off of your.
Yeah.
It's intelligence. Yes. So yeah, you're able to fix the first hole, patch it up enough that it will be fine with it making its journey back. You have to patch the other hole up. It'll probably be all right too, heading back to its hit points on the ship. You've got another. Basically, you've got another day to you, or another 20. Well, it wouldn't be 24 hours. You've spent 8 hours, so.
Lycan's lost power.
Yeah, I know. He's out, so he doesn't have power. So you got.
I didn't know that. I didn't think the joke was that bad. For the whole block to be out.
Ow. So I'm gonna Flapjack's joke was that bad.
Gonna say I laughed.
All right. Well, why don't we call it early night tonight, just because he can't get back on. Well, we only have 50 minutes, a little less than 50 minutes left, so we'll call it there until next week.